Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Not sure if he was looking for a cutback lane or whether he was trying to get to the corner, but he didn't find either. And they ended up forcing him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Got to give their offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator because right on the heels of the sack on 2nd down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit a brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a 1st down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 3rd and long for Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Kill! Hey, kill! What do you think?
Now Prescott on 4th down. And this one is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Howell down to throw it. He's got Gibson on the out route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Howell from the gun. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing. It
is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones.
2nd and 1 now from the 21. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Gibson again. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. And Howe will throw it. This is caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. Now this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll get them a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Second and 6. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Prescott to throw on 4th. Flush to his right. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to pull them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Brought down at the 20.
Pollard, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd down, Prescott. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Drops this underneath for Pollard. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they...
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
They'll go again with Gibson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Howell. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing here, Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And here's a give to Gibson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
A handoff for Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson from 3 yards out. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Cowboys nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
He got 29 yards that time. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he stopped immediately there. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now Gibson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at
touchdown! John Bates from 6 yards away. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Commanders 21, Cowboys nothing. Joey Sly to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. On play action, Prescott. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down.
Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
47.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That stop for a loss made by Damone Clark from his linebacker spot. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it is 28-0.
Cowboys nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That is caught by Lamb. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Then we're going to 53. Hey, kill. Then we're going to 54. Why? What do you think?
Prescott now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So a victory here for the Commanders. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.